Well, that was a movie I watched. 31. So Rob Zombie's a really good filmmaker, sometimes, once anyway. House of a Thousand Corpses is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff, and the first half of the first Halloween remake I liked, and Halloween 2 is certainly arty and weird. And The Devil's Rejects is a pretty awesome masterpiece of trash, awesome cinema. Yeah, Devil's Rejects. I didn't see Selma. I think it was called Selma, or something like that. One with his fucking wife, and she's got, like, a skull painting. That was the cover of the DVD. So 31 is a movie set on October 31st, 1976. It's about a traveling circus group, I guess. They're riding around in a Winnebago. And they stop at a gas station, and the chick who voiced Tommy Pickles shows up in a bikini, and she's like, "Hello, I'm the Harbinger." But they don't listen to her. And then they end up in a road stop, and there's creepy scarecrows at night, and people get shot and stabbed, and then they all get chained up. And Malcolm McDowell shows up in Victorian, like a full-on Victorian wig and powdered face and a big ol', like, beauty mark. And he's like, "Welcome to the game of 31. You have 12 hours to survive. And here are the odds. There are 5 survivors. The odds on you are 50 to 1, 60 to 1, 70 to 1, and so on and so forth." Sherry Moon Zombie is the lead. She played a baby doll, baby something, in The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. She's Michael Myers' mom in the new Halloween remake and sequel. And she was Lords of Salem, that's what it's called. She was the lead in Lords of Salem, I believe, as well. So she's our heroic female in this movie. Our Texas Chains, the same kind of thing. A bunch of fucking great people murder for fun. Hang on, the timer's going off. Make the timer stop going off. Thank you. So they get dropped. Essentially, this movie is Rob Zombie's take on what do you call it? Total Recall, with like sprinkles of Eyes Wide Shut, because naked people in masks and rich motherfuckers having fun at the expense of others. So they're the 5 heroes, because of course they're Rob Zombie characters. They all talk in redneck patois and tell jokes that are awful and gross and filthy. It's just this filthy movie. That's what he does. What was the joke at the beginning? Little boy walks in on his grandparents having sex, and the little boy says, "What are you guys doing?" And Grandma says, "Don't you worry about it, honey. We're just baking a cake." And a couple days later, the little boy says to his grandmother, were you and Grandpa baking a cake yesterday?" And she goes, "Yeah, we were. How'd you know?" And he says, "'Cause I just licked some icing off the couch." And the lady who's hearing this joke goes, "See, I don't understand. Where'd the icing come from?" And the guy telling the joke goes, "From Grandpa's dick." It's one of those movies. Very fucking filthy, sleazy, which, I mean, whatever, that's fine. I occasionally enjoy a sleazeball movie. If this movie was 20 minutes shorter and like 80% more gory and fucked up, I probably could give it a recommendation. As it stands, it's like an hour and 40 minutes long, hour 45, I think. Every time that it gets to like a big kill sequence, it gets into hectic MTV-style editing. It's not really scary, it's not really gory, it's just fucking silly. So, our 5 heroes are dropped into some murder maze thing with like lots of wetness and industrial shit. And again, it looks a lot like, not Total Recall. Did I say Total Recall earlier? I meant The Running Man. The movie where Schwarzenegger has to kill everybody, but it's like a TV show. So they're dropped into a thing, and they're introduced to the first of their would-be murderers, who is this guy here. He is a Nazi Spanish midget with a swastika painted on his chest. Anyway, so amidst our 5 heroes, we also get more villains. There's the Nazi midget Spanish guy. There's a couple of chainsaw brothers who wear clown makeup and talk about fucking. There is a big tall motherfucker, like the dude from Die Hard tall, like big fucking European looking dude, and his like teensy little girlfriend, who is the Harbinger, the girl who voiced Tommy Pickles, E.G. Daily. So they're around doing stuff, and people get picked off one by one in the dark. I don't know what to say about this movie. The opening fucking sequence is amazing. The opening scene is just the final bad guy of the movie, spoilers, walks into frame, stares directly into camera, and gives like a 3-minute monologue, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't going to do full spoilers on this because I was like, well, maybe someone will want to watch it, but no one's going to want to watch this piece of shit movie, and I have to talk about the ending, because what the fuck? So, at the end of the 12 hours, we're down to just Sherry Moon Zombie. She's the last one alive. And just as she's about to finally get killed, over the loudspeakers we hear, time's up, everyone put your weapons down, you know, you're not going to get killed. So, okay, so the big bad guy is like, ah, shit, you lucky cunt, whatever, filthy piece of dialogue. And he leaves. And then Malcolm McDowell and the two rich ladies who are betting on who's going to survive, or who's going to die first, I guess, they all take their makeup off, put their respectable business clothing back on. And then it cuts to Sherry Moon Zombie walking down the street, just like fucking drenched in blood. It's a compelling image. It kind of, again, it looks very much like the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And behind her is a van, and the van stops, and out gets the main villain, who like just a second ago stopped, didn't strangle her. And his van is playing Sweet Emotion. Not Sweet Emotion, Dream On. And as he gets out of the van and walks towards her, she stops walking, slowly turns around, they face each other. Sweet Emotion gets louder and louder. She clenches her fists like, fucking, we're gonna fight. And he pulls out his fucking switchblades and is like, yeah, we're gonna fight. And then it cuts to home movie footage, like 16mm footage of the band, of like the gang before, like in happier days, back in their Winnebago. And then it ends. 31, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a fucking... If you like sleazeball cinema, that you could do worse. Like, everything's in focus. The performances are alright. Malcolm McDowell's always fun. The dude who plays the main villain is really fucking charismatic and interesting. When he shows up towards the end of the movie to, like, don his makeup, it's a really interesting stuff. Again, if you like sleazy, goofy shit, you could do worse. I liked it better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Fuck. Can't speak. I liked it better than House of a Thousand Corpses. So yeah, if you're into sleazy, awful horror cinema, I guess give it a watch. Or if you just want to be like, if you just want to fuck with your friends, it's a good, like, let's sit around and watch a shitty horror movie and get drunk kind of movie. Because you know right away people are going to die, so it's like, it's a perfect game to kind of pick who do you think's going to die first. Just like the main villains are doing, you know, betting on who's going to die first. You can do a similar thing. So anyway, that's a movie I missed from 2016. As I said in the last video, I'd never heard of this movie. I never knew it even existed. I can't imagine why this didn't get more play. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.